Hello guys, Dello304 here. Today I'm going to be doing a little video on my newest acquisition. Yes, I got an Apple Watch. This is the 42mm Space Gray Apple Watch Sport. And the reason I didn't do an unboxing of this watch is because it's not new. Basically what happened is my birthday is in 2 days on December 9th, and my friend Chris, who you all should know by now, as some of you may know, I got him a mechanical keyboard, and in return I got his Nexus 7. And for some reason he was wanting an Android device, and he was trying to get my friend Manley's LG G3, but that deal fell through. And he mentioned selling his Apple Watch, and I expressed interest in that. And so I decided to, I just kind of said, if I had the money I would buy it, because I'm pretty much broke right now. But then that's when he decided to just do me a real solid here, and just, if I gave him back the Nexus 7, he would just straight up give me the watch. And I was like, holy shit, yes, absolutely. And so I did it, and yeah, it was really cool. Anyway, that's how I got the watch. This, like I said, is the 42mm Space Gray Apple Watch Sport. This is a really freaking nice looking watch, honestly. I really like the Space Gray in this iteration. I wish they still had this dark space gray for the iPhone, but yeah, as you can see, 42mm. It's got the same 7000 series aluminum as the iPhone 6s, so that's cool. And it has the black sport band, obviously. He gave me the original box, and he also gave me the little wireless charger, which I have secured to my desk and then cable routed down to my power strip, so that way I can just take the watch and stick it on there, and it will eventually charge, as you can see there. So yeah, just do that overnight, and wear the watch during the day. The box for this thing is kind of interesting. It's this really long box, and it says Apple Watch on the top. It's got a little plastic inner box for the watch. Kind of nice. I guess I can open it up to show you guys. So I had to open this. You can see there's the Design by Apple thing, and then we have this little plastic casing here, which is where the watch goes in. So it just pops off, and the watch goes right in there. Got this little fabric thing. Pretty nice. Apple packaging is always top notch, even for a wristwatch, which is kind of interesting. And I've always kind of been a fan of watches, because I used to wear Casio watches all the time, but I kind of stopped recently because, you have a phone. What do you need a watch for? Well, obviously I'm going to pick that back up again. See, here it is. I'll go ahead and put it on for you guys, and we'll go ahead and check it out. The watch band for this thing is a little bit different in terms of putting it on. You put the loop in the notch there, and then this actually tucks underneath the other one, which is kind of opposite from every other watch I've used, but it does look nice, and it feels nice on the wrist. So as you saw there, the Apple Watch does have like a motion activation, so if you raise your wrist, the watch screen lights up. So it is running watchOS 2, which has already been released at the time of filming this. As you can see, here's my watch face. This is actually, the 7000 series aluminum and the Force Touch were two features borrowed from the Apple Watch for the iPhone, except iPhone has 3D touch, more touch pressure levels. Anyway, I can force touch, well, I could have. I can force touch on the screen there, and you can see I can choose from different watch faces. There's only like 10 built-in ones, I think, that you can choose from right now, but I like this modular one because you can decide like what each area of the watch face you want to be, so that's pretty neat. And then, swipe up, you have your notifications here. Swipe down, you have your glances, Apple calls this. So you have our settings panel here. I have Pandora, music, calendar, weather, Instagram, which is kind of interesting. This watch does have mini apps on it, kind of, so I can look at my Instagram feed just like that on my watch, which is kind of weird, but it's like whatever, kind of neat, I guess. So we go back down there, you got the today view, heart rate, which is kind of interesting. Let's see what it's at. It has a heart rate sensor, obviously, and according to iFixit, this thing also has like a blood oxygen sensor, but it's not enabled for whatever reason. So there you go, 97, kind of nice. And my GPS, the activity tracker, and I just have a few third parties here. So that's cool, It's really neat. Basically, the draw for this watch, for me at least, is the convenience factor. Because like when I'm like on the road driving or something, I don't want to touch my phone because that's dangerous, obviously. So if I'm driving, I got my hands on the wheel, I can just glance at my watch real quick and see what the message was. You know, you can reply to messages like this with voice activation. It's got a speaker. You know, pretty interesting. It does have an AMOLED display, which is also kind of interesting. First Apple product to have an AMOLED display. I mean, I'm not really a fan of AMOLED because, well, in a phone application at least, it's susceptible to burn-in. But on here, it's real nice because the blacks are really deep and nice looking. It really fits in with the aesthetic of the watch. Anyway, on the side there we have the only two buttons on this thing. We have the side button, and then we have your digital crown, which is kind of interesting. If you go ahead and do that, you can see, push that, and here are all your apps. With watchOS 2, you can actually install third-party apps, which is kind of nice. So there's that. I have a few. I have Apple Store, Pandora, Shazam, Instagram. I already said Pandora, and then you have your built-in ones, obviously. What's kind of cool about another little thing I would like to demonstrate, you can open the camera, and you see it open the camera on my phone, and then you can see I have a little shutter button there and a viewfinder of what my phone is seeing. And so if I wanted to take a photo, you know, just like this, without touching my phone remotely, you can see I just push this little button, and bam, takes a picture. So that's cool. Little things like that, the convenience factor is really what this watch is all about. So yeah, that's just a short little video on the Apple Watch that I got. Kind of interesting. So this is my first smartwatch, obviously, so I still have to get used to it and see how I actually like it, but so far really like it. So that's just a little video on the Apple Watch. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.